What's going on, guys? Welcome back to yet another video. First, I want to say I hope you guys had a happy Thanksgiving. I hope you guys ate a lot, whether it was turkey, ham, whatever you guys prepped or whatever you guys cooked. I hope you guys had a great time. Welcome back to my channel. This is another video, and this video is quite special to me. To the left, it's me with red blue, and it's a mirror match. To the right, I didn't get his actual name, but his name on Millie is Easy B, and he actually placed 22nd in Seattle DLT. So he made it to the second day. He was a few places away from his invite, but it's still amazing seeing a top tier player like that at our locals. This is the final round for the case tournament at the Game Cellar. We both agreed to split. We both technically were first. We got a box each and a few packs, so that was great. I think his box contained better stuff than mine, but hey, it is what it is. But we still decided to play one out. It's 45 minutes. We weren't going to wait 45 minutes just there. So we're like, hey, let's just play one. We did do a lot of talking. So that's when he told me he placed 22nd in the Seattle DLC. And I was like, damn, that's crazy, you know. Knowing that information and going into the match, I was like, fuck, I might lose, you know. But I came out victorious. I actually won. So it was pretty cool. So I'm pretty happy about myself. I don't know if we should have played it out, but honestly, the tournament started a little late. They were having issues with Millie, and also it was best of 3, not best of 2, so there were longer rounds. And it was already late. I was like, hey, I'd rather just split it and call it a day. So that's what we both agreed on. He's such a great guy, chill guy. Hopefully he makes it to the last chance qualifiers and he could make it. I saw that he went to another tournament and he was first. So yeah, he's a pretty good player. He's been playing red blue for quite some time. I wouldn't say I'm new to it, but I feel like I don't know how to pilot it as well as other red blue players, but I'm learning. And I'm gonna keep grinding it so I can master it, because I do think it's a good deck. It's just I easily get like annoyed and frustrated, and I want to go back to Ruby Amethyst because I just love the consistency of it. But I like to challenge myself, so why not? Anyways, if you guys are liking this content, drop a like, comment on the video, and I will always reply back. And also subscribe. We're getting slightly closer to 1,700 subscribers, so that's really great. The grind is real. I'm trying to post almost every day. It's not easy going to locals and recording, editing, and doing commentaries and whatnot. But hey, I'm doing it, so why not? But let's get into this gameplay. So far, he's beating me in lore. We're both entering each other's board pretty good. As you guys can see right now, where our boards is wiped, but we have a good amount of ink. He summons a Tamatoa, but he's not able to play his item. I think he got Popsicle. I think I have like around the same ink, so I have 8. That cell, the Azurite Sea, is so amazing. I ink Maui Shark. He inks his 3 Maui Sharks as well. We were talking about ratios, and he says that he might go down to 2 Maui Sharks instead of 3. But it's something that he might like mess around with. I run 2. I can't really mess with 3 only because I only own 2. But yeah, his deck looks all pretty because it's all foiled out, and I think the enchanteds are enchanted, so it looks, you know, really good. My deck, only the ruby is foiled out and a few of the sapphire, but I'm working on it. He plays Popsicle for 1, draws, and the fact that he already has Tamatoa, you know, it's pretty deadly. It's pretty scary seeing Tamatoa, but I have Lucky Dime. So having Lucky Dime is really great. I think he was on 1 Lucky Dime, I think. I didn't know that until like after the tournament, and I was able to hide away his lucky dime. So after the tournament, he told me, he's like, "Oh, the fact that you hide away my only lucky dime, like, that probably helped you." And I'm like, "Yeah, that probably that probably did." But I'm only under one hideaway, so I was lucky enough to see it. He summoned Sisu, I think, just to have board presence, especially that he has lucky dime. He could just tap and get a lore. I play another lucky dime. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna set up. If I get Tamatoa, I'm able to dime it twice for like four lore twice. So that's not bad, even if he gets rid of it. But yeah, he summons Hiram for 4, and I'm like, okay, cool. And I think he hideaways one of my lucky dimes. So I'm like, you know what? It does suck, but gaining that extra lore doesn't really, I mean, that extra ink, sometimes that helps you, that allows you to play the next, the next stuff. So I'm able to summon Sisu and 2 for dime, wiping out his board and gaining 3 lore, which is really good. I was like, okay, he's a little ahead of me, but not by much. So he summons Big Sisu, doesn't get anything out of it, like he doesn't get rid of anything on my board, but he's able to dime it. So I think right now we're just running to see. Oh, so I hide away his dime right there. So he's just trying to run and pretty much get to 20. I tap 2 for dime, and I'm thinking, should I quest as well? Like gain 6 in 1 turn. It's actually pretty good with only 1 body on the field. I'm also checking. I have the tendency of asking for like card count in hand because it could determine on what you do. So I summon Maui Shark. I'm kind of scared of B prep because I'm like, hey, if you B prep, that kind of sucks. But it is what it is. He's on develop. I might run 1 develop, maybe 2, but it is a good card. I see why he runs it, especially with Maui Shark. You gain 1 lore. So I'm like, okay, if he gets rid of he has to get rid of my Sisu. So he hides away my dime. I think that's the second one, which is kind of crazy, but hey, it is what it is. He quests and then B preps, and I'm like, damn, whatever. So he's at 12 and I'm at 9. Again, we're entering each other's board. We're pretty much, honestly, it's just a good match, man. It's a really good match. The fact that we're able to enter each other's board, we have enough lore. Excuse me. We have enough, a good amount of lore. We have a good amount of ink. So that's pretty good. So he summons Hiram right now, which, having Hiram is pretty good. He's able to do Popsicle and 2 ice blocks. I brought his Hiram. I couldn't see what that was. But he summoned Sisu. I think he just wants to get board presence, or maybe be able to shift for cheaper and quest at the same time. So as you guys can see, I Medusa, he Medusa, my Medusa, and summon Tipo, and I'm like, dang. I be prep. I know might have not been the best, but I'm like, hey, I cannot afford him just gaining lore. He summoned two cards as well. I dragon his Sisu. I'm like, hey, you know what? That's fine. So I have dragon. He has Tipo. We're both struggling in card draw now. I think we burned out on the Hirams, to be honest. So then I think he asked for my card count. I have 3. And he's debating what to do. He's checking, he's gonna play. Let's see what he's gonna play. He's thinking. Like I said, we know we were gonna be first, but we were still playing like this game really mattered. So he activates another ice block and a Tipo. I do Medusa and I quest for 2. So I'm constantly just being 1 behind him. So I'm like, okay, cool. It's probably one of my best matchups so far, playing red-blue. And he ice blocks 2 for for Dragon, and still, oh, he Maui's my Dragon, but then he Medusa's my Medusa, clearing out the board again. And I think he has no cards in hand, but he has 2 body on field. He's at 13 and I'm at 11. I summon Tala. I'm trying to, dig for something. I'm like, what can I get? We're kind of in top deck mode, but hey, it is what it is. I summon another Tala. Again, I'm just digging, but at the same time, I'm trying to put board presence so I can quest. I do Popsicle. It's crazy, like, the amount of ink you have and, like, all the things you're able to do. It's just crazy. I think mirror matches, to me, are pretty challenging. It's not always, like, I don't go in feeling like I'm going to win a mirror match, personally, me. But he's still at 13. He goes to 15, questing with Medusa and Tipo. And I'm like, okay, I could get rid of Tipo. Can I get rid of Medusa? What can I do? So I'm counting my ink, and I'm like, all right. He has 1 card in hand. Get rid of Tipo. Summon Hiram. Popsicle. Draw 2. I'm like, okay, this is not looking too bad now, Ink Tala. And I'm like, okay. The fact that I have Hiram, I feel like I have, like, the advantage. I Dragon his Medusa, having another board, another monster on the board. He summons Tamatoa. With Tamatoa, he does Popsicle, draws a card, another Popsicle, which now this Tamatoa is deadly because he is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items, questing for 7. So that's pretty much game. I have to get rid of that Tamatoa. I gotta hope he doesn't have dime. At this moment, I wasn't sure if he was on 2 dimes, right? So I'm like, damn, if he plays a dime, this is it. He's running out of deck. I am too. He uses Develop, which, again, such a good card. Once he was playing it in this match, I was like, damn, I should add Develop because I don't have it. And I'm like, I should really add it. So I quested with Hiram, popping Popsicle, drawing 2. And I quested and I summoned a dragon, clearing out his Tamatoa, clearing out the threat. And I'm like, okay, I got 4 bodies. Now I'm on top. I'm at 18. He's at 17. So I'm like, okay, cool. Let's see what happens. He does 2. I think he does sell. And he preps. And I'm like, fuck, there goes my board. But hey, it's a play that is expected. So I'm like, okay, cool. What happens now? I draw, summon Tamatoa. And I'm like, okay, cool. I get a Popsicle. Draw a card with Popsicle. And I'm like, okay, it's a game threat because I have 2 items. So Tamatoa will quest for 3 and Hiram for 1. So that's 4. He dragons and summons Tipo. And I'm like, dang, it's just crazy, man. Like I said, we're entering each other's board left and right. This was a really good match. I quest with Hiram. And I do prep, and then I summon a Tamatoa, and it's GG's. He pretty much admitted, like, I have nothing to answer that Tamatoa anymore. I already used everything. So it was such a great game. I think so. Probably one of the best matches I've ever had, but he's such a good player, man. So drop a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be posting more. Stay safe, guys. Peace.